from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Our first question is from Anam. It says, if one is not sure how many times he or she washed a body part, can he or she wash that part one more time during wudu? This question, a lot of the Muslims ask. And these simple things, if we as Muslims are able to put the guidelines and know our parameters, we would be in no need to ask similar questions in the future. What does that mean? Fiqh or jurisprudence or the rulings of your forms of worship in particular are governed by Quran verses, hadiths, and the scholars have simplified these rules and regulations to be easy to comprehend. And each one has its evidence to support it. So when someone asks you about the pillars of wudu, what are the pillars? If I miss one, my wudu is invalid. The answer would be washing your face, which includes turning the water in your mouth and sniffing the water up your nostrils and blowing it out. Washing your arms from the hands till the elbows. Wiping over your head, which includes the ears. Number 4, washing your feet up to the ankles. Number 5, the order, which I had just mentioned, these 4 pillars in face, arms, head, and feet, as in accordance to the ayah in Surah Al-Ma'idah chapter 5. And finally, number 6, that it should be simultaneous. There should not be a gap between these pillars, answering the phone, then coming back to continue. No, this is no-go. So if you know this, you don't have to ask questions regarding to the pillars of wudu, because now you understand the verse, you understand the sunnah, end of story. We come to the question. One is in doubt whether he washed 2 or 3 times his arm, for example. To be safe, would he be allowed to wash it for another extra time? If you knew the sunnah, you wouldn't have asked this question. So what is the sunnah, Shaykh? Teach us. No problem. The Prophet used to wash, alayhi salatu wasalam, each limb once. And he did that twice, and he did that 3 times. And he used to vary. So he washes his face once, and he washes his arms twice, and he wipes over the head once, he washes his feet 3 times. There's no consistency. It's all, alhamdulillah, allowed. However, the Prophet ﷺ did not exceed over 3 times. So he told us not to do this. So if you are in doubt whether you washed it once, twice, or 3 times, this is sufficient. There's no need to be doubtful. What you have done is sufficient. But if you fear that you will be making the 4th in this case, this is not permissible and you have to refrain from doing that. Rihanna from Saudi.
Assalamu alaikum.